I got super frustrated trying to order this. Yeah, not bad. Oh, it does not taste like root beer though. Well, it tastes a little like root beer. And I have 3 bags of them, so woohoo. I wanna give it a shot because I've never tried it before. I personally wouldn't get this one again. Big chunks in here. It's good. I'm not getting a lot of berry flavor. Let's move on. Let's just keep plowing through snacks today. So the flavor is really good. Like there's a ton of these in here in one little package. Like, nah, I don't know. Good job, Thrive Market. Would I order from them again? So I just got my order from Thrive Market. I got super frustrated trying to order this. It's a grocery delivery service. They do a lot of dry goods and like staples, stuff like that. Even like cleaning products and personal care stuff. They have pet stuff, they have kid stuff. They had a great selection. It's a lot of like organic, natural, a lot of brands that I recognize, like, you know, Bob's Red Mill or Zen Teas. And then they have like their proprietary stuff for, you know, some of the snacks and the like pantry staples. The problem I had while I was trying to place my order was, first of all, I didn't realize I was gonna have to sign up for a monthly membership, which was kind of annoying. I think it was around $12 a month. Just to kind of get a foot in the door, and you know, they guarantee you better prices for signing up for membership, stuff like that. I've used other, you know, grocery delivery services before and their prices are high, but that's not required. So I feel like I don't know how much of a trade-off it ends up being. I guess it depends on what you end up buying. You'd have to, you know, cost it all out and make yourself a spreadsheet or something, which who has time for that? But then second, when I was signing up, they make you go through like a quiz, which I get it. It was to kind of narrow down my options and like help me, you know, see what they have that might benefit me, that I might be interested in. But it took forever. I was sitting there like, you know, they asked me like if I regularly buy snacks. And when I buy snacks, do I buy, you know, popcorn or chips or candy or all of the above or none of the above? And I felt like I was just sitting there clicking on like survey answers forever, just to end up, once I got through the survey and saw all the stuff they recommended, I went back and just kind of browsed aisle by aisle just because, you know, I wanted to see what they had. And I also, you know, I have my mental shopping list, or my, you know, my shopping list that I write down on my phone. And I knew like what I needed. I wanted to see what else they had, if there was anything that looked interesting. And I could see, you know, having the renewing subscription for some things being helpful, which is something that they do offer. But usually when I'm shopping, I just wanna, you know, I impulse buy all the time. I mean, everyone impulse, I mean, who doesn't? But I wanna, like, I know what I want and I know what I need. And sometimes I wanna, like, you know, browse the snacks for myself. Because even if I don't regularly buy candy, like, they had some gummy worms that looked pretty good. But that being said, as frustrating as that got, it shipped super fast. I think I ordered it late 2 nights ago. So it was like, you know, less than 48-hour delivery. There's the name of the person that packaged it is written on it, which I think is really cool. The stuff that I think I got looks pretty good. So let's open it up and see what's inside. So this actually feels pretty light. I only got dry goods. They have, like I said, dry goods. They have like cleaning supplies and beauty and health and wellness and stuff like that. They do also have a decent frozen selection, including, you know, frozen meats, frozen plant-based options, and then some like ready to eat. They had like Bonza, like gluten-free frozen pizza, stuff like that. I opted to not get any of those, mostly because a lot of them were name brand and I kind of wanted to try a lot of Thrive Market brand stuff. There is an additional $25 shipping free for frozen stuff, and I think it ships in a separate box, but it is a service that they offer. They had a lot more of like the dry goods and the, you know, the stuff that they can just ship in a cardboard box like this. So that's kind of what I stuck with. All of my snacks. Oh, you can't see that. Some of the things, this is another thing that kind of annoyed me. Some of the things had a minimum number that you can order. So I would add it to my cart and it would automatically add 2, or in one case, 3, which I'm not mad about having 30 bags of dark chocolate covered almonds, but I kind of just wanted one. I actually didn't even realize that it put 3 in my cart until I had checked out. I noticed the one option that I was looking at, I had to get a minimum of 2 because I kept trying to change it back to 1 because I just wanted to try it, and then I noticed it said like in fine print minimum 2, and it just automatically added 2 right to my cart. I don't know why they do that with certain things. Like this to me seems just as easy to put one of these in as like one of anything else in, but it's another like weird thing about the whole ordering process that I just didn't really understand, and it was like a little confusing for me and made it, you know, a little less fun to order. But I did get a bunch of snacks. So yeah, I've got these organic dark chocolate covered almonds. It's the Thrive Market like proprietary brand or whatever, or their like name brand, their generic brand. I got, this is bigger than I thought, overnight oats, plantain chips with sea salt. They had a lot of stuff that you would find at like in like the healthy snack aisle at like a normal grocery store, or at like a, you know, a specialty health food store, or like Whole Foods, something like that. Like that kind of snack, which I'm all about because I work from home and I always get kind of snacky in the afternoon, and I try to stick with healthier things. Oh, I guess I have 2 of the plantain chips. That might be the thing that I was trying to order just one of. This is cool. So this is, I think, the only thing that I ordered that wasn't Thrive Market brand. They have a ton of stuff that's not Thrive Market brand. They have stuff that you would find at like whatever your regular grocery store is. Like I said, it's all like mostly healthy or organic or, you know, specialty stuff. But you can find, you know, they have name brand stuff. This is one of the only things I got that wasn't Thrive Market brand. An ancient grain that I've never tried before, and I do not know how to pronounce it. It's a West African ancient grain. It looks like very, very tiny, almost like grits sized, or like teeny tiny quinoa. I just thought it was like a cool thing that they had. I'm an adventurous eater. I worked in restaurants for a very long time. I've tried a lot of food. You know, I've traveled, and I'm always excited when I find something that I've never tried before. I've never even heard of this before. So that was a really cool find. Organic fruit circles. This is what I was talking about with fruit snacks. I'm not a huge candy person, but sometimes you want to try it. This was another thing I had to get 2 of, which makes sense, I guess. But it's a prebiotic soda. This is another one that's like a brand that I've seen in stores before, Poppi. But I got 2 cans of root beer, which are gonna go right in the fridge so that I can try them later. I'm gonna try this Poppi prebiotic root beer that I got. This is not like one of their brands, obviously. I've seen this in grocery stores, but it's kind of a specialty product. So I figured I would try it, and there's a minimum of 2 cans, so I got 2, and one of them came dented, which is kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. I'm gonna open the one that's not dented. It smells exactly like root beer. Oh, it does not taste like root beer though. Well, it tastes a little like root beer. It's infused with apple cider vinegar. That might be part of like the weird flavors I'm tasting. What does it taste like? Yep, the sip definitely gets some vinegar, not too much. And I actually like kind of vinegary flavors. I like shrub. I'll make cocktails that have vinegar in them. The sip is like a little bit vinegary, then it tastes like root beer, and then I get that like, it's gotta be like stevia or something in this. There's like that aftertaste of stevia. I can always pick out like I don't really like the taste of stevia. It leaves my mouth feeling like a little bit like meh, I don't know. It was a decent price for something like this if you buy it regularly. I feel like it's probably, like there are probably some people that would like that you can buy, like you have to get 2, but you can buy just 2 cans of soda. You know, you don't have to buy like a whole 12 pack or a 6 pack or whatever, which is like, you know, I guess nice if you know, if you don't drink that much, but you want it as like a treat every once in a while. I personally wouldn't get this one again, but that's just me. All right, so I thought I would try some of the snacks I got from Thrive Market. First up are my plantain chips. Non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan, plant-based, kosher, preservative-free, all that other good stuff. This is like the Thrive Market brand. Sea salt plantain chips. Let's see if any good. I love plantain chips. They're like one of my favorite like salty snacks, but I feel like most brands are not salty enough for me. This is good. Maybe not my favorite plantain chip I've ever had, but this is like probably a top 5 plantain chip for me. Good job, Thrive Market. Let's move on. Let's just keep plowing through snacks today. These are the dark chocolate almonds that I got 3 bags of. Just realized that it is the middle of summer here, and it's been really hot, so. These are also, let's see, organic, ethically sourced cacao, paleo, sweetened with organic coconut sugar, vegan, paleo, organic, non-GMO. They smell good. They smell like cocoa powder. And they're like almost a little bit like matte texture, like they're not super shiny. They look like they're healthier than like a regular chocolate covered almond is what I'm getting at, I guess. They're good. They're not quite as crunchy as I want them to be. There's definitely some crunch to the almond, which hopefully you could hear. The chocolate is like very soft. It almost feels like I could just like squish the chocolate off of the almond. The flavor's really good. They're not too sweet. I prefer my chocolate a little bit more bitter actually, but I don't think that I don't know that I'm in the majority there. I think that people that like the super dark bitter stuff are probably in the minority. But for like a dark chocolate covered almond, I feel like they could be a little darker. But the flavor's good. And I like that they're, you know, organic and ethically sourced and everything. That's awesome. And I have 3 bags of them, so woohoo. Next, I'm gonna try the organic fruit circles. I was debating what kind of fruit snacks to get, and I was gonna get the gummy worms, but I think they were sold out of gummy worms. So I got these ones instead, but they're super sunny strawberry peel and eat fruit leather from their like fruit snacks department. For someone that does like unboxing videos, I am just the worst at opening packaging. I like the packages. They're super cute. This would be great for, you know, like a lunchbox if you have kids, or if you pack yourself lunch. They're so cute. This is like real fruit leather. I used to get this stuff when I was a kid. I was thinking it was gonna be, because it says fruit leather, but it says peel and eat fruit leather. I was picturing more of like a Twizzlers kind of application or something like Twisted that you just peel it off the paper, which is less exciting, but the packaging is super cute. I like how thin they are. Flavor's good. It actually does taste like strawberry. I feel like a lot of times fruit leather just tastes like apple to me because that's like often what they use for a base. I'm sure that that's one of the things on here. Oh, it says mango, strawberry, and other natural flavors. It does have like a nice kind of like fresh strawberry flavor. And I like how thin they are because it's like, it's like satisfying to bite into. But at the end of the day, it is fruit leather. And I wish it was all twisted up so that I could peel off strings of it because that would have been more fun. So Thrive Market, you should make something like that. All in all, like there's a ton of these in here in one little package, which is like 150 calorie serving. So that's an awesome, like satisfying, sweet, healthy snack for you or your kids, best friends, or your family or whoever. Yeah, not bad. I'm enjoying all of this stuff so far. I'm gonna make these Thrive Market overnight oats now so that I have breakfast for tomorrow morning. It says 1 serving is 1/3 cup dry, so I'm going to put 2 in my jar so that my fiance and I each have something to eat for breakfast. So according to the package, I just mix equal parts this with milk alternative. I'm using almond milk. You just stir it up and leave it in the fridge for overnight, but at least 6 hours. I don't know if my camera's gonna focus. Like chia seeds in here, as well as the oats. I guess I should read the ingredients. Organic whole grain gluten-free rolled oats, organic whole grain gluten-free quick oats, organic chia seeds, organic freeze-dried raspberries, cranberries, apple juice, all organic, chocolate chips, cane sugar, cocoa powder. There's some like kind of big chunks in here. That's a little annoying for measuring purposes. Let's see if I can kind of like, I feel like overnight oats aren't an exact science anyway. It's good enough. So far, the only thing that I've tried that's like Thrive Market brand that I wasn't super stoked about were the chocolate covered almonds. They were just like a little too sweet for me. Didn't love them, but I'm excited about this. This is very easy. I am bad at breakfasts too, so having something like ready for breakfast in the morning is gonna be awesome. I've got some meetings tomorrow. I've got some deadlines coming up. Always good to be able to hit the ground running. I'll try to break up that clump a little bit. So it's just, ooh, it's a nice color. It's just mix it up and then let it sit overnight. I guess we'll come back tomorrow morning. It is morning. My overnight oats have been in the fridge since last night. The chia seeds did that like kind of jelly thing. It's pretty dense looking. I'm sure you could adjust that if you wanted it like a little bit creamier, maybe add a little more milk, something like that. But I'm gonna try it. It smells like, it smells like oats. It smells like a little chocolatey, mostly like rolled oats. Now's the part where I have to talk with like chia seeds in my teeth. It's good. I'm not getting a lot of berry flavor and I'm only getting a little bit of chocolate. The texture's good. I almost wish there was like a little bit of something crunchy in there, like some chopped almonds or something. They might have other flavors that have stuff like that in it. Yeah, I mean, it tastes like overnight oats that I would make at home. It's not too sweet, which I like, but I do wish there was more. I can taste like a little bit of the raspberry. Wait, it looks like there's some chunks of, I don't know if you can see that. It's like a little bit red, or maybe that's more raspberry. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Like, I will eat this, I will eat the whole bag. It's super convenient. You know, I'm gonna make some like really easy breakfasts out of it. I don't know that I would go out of my way to order this one again. Yeah, I mean, the chocolate chips add like a little bit of, obviously, chocolatiness, but they also add like a nice crunch, the little mini chocolate chips. But yeah, I don't know if I'd go out of my way to order this flavor again. I feel like I could probably make a better batch at home from scratch and just like, you know, keep it dry in like a Tupperware container or something and make it a little more to my taste. Like I said, I don't want this sweeter. It's definitely not sweet by any means. I just want more flavor. I don't know, maybe some of the other flavors that they have are like a little bit more, you know, interesting or flavorful. But this one is, it's fine, yeah. I am going to make this Fonio. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but I'm gonna make this grain that I got from Thrive Market. I had never seen this before. It was like one of the things that they had that I've never seen anywhere else before. I don't know if they carry it in stores. It's just something that I've never heard of before. You know, when I was clicking through, like browsing some of their products, it kind of jumped out at me. It was like a, I don't know, sometimes I feel like when I'm like shopping online, it's easier to like see everything, because in the store, you know, I get a little overwhelmed. You get decision fatigue, or it's just, you know, sensory overload with all the different packages on the shelves and stuff. So sometimes if I'm like not looking for something in particular, I wouldn't necessarily pull this out of the shelf. So that was a cool thing that I thought about ordering from Thrive Market. I poured some in a glass so that you can see. It looks like very kind of sandy almost. It's making me think quinoa, just based on like, it smells like grainy, like quinoa does when it's uncooked. It's much finer though. It really looks like sand. Kind of think it's gonna cook up maybe closer to like grits texture, but we'll see. Cooking instructions look super easy. The package actually even has like microwave instructions on it, but just bring some water to a boil. I would probably use stock if I had it, but I don't, so we're going with water. You know, add a tablespoon of oil, optional, pinch of salt, let it sit covered for a couple minutes, and then fluff it. It says it only takes 5 minutes to cook, and that's awesome because it is very late. I worked late tonight, and now I want to eat something for dinner. So I'm excited. I'm gonna do this with just like a little bit of fish and maybe a salad for dinner. Super quick and easy. Let's try it out. So this is my cooked fonio. I put it back into a glass just so that you can see what it looks like. It looks kind of like couscous, or I guess kind of like a wheat colored grits, I guess. They're a little more like brown than a lot of the grits I'm used to. I guess it maybe depends on what kind of corn you use for grits, but I don't know what I'm talking about. It really did cook in just 5 minutes. It was super fast. I did like nothing to this. Like I said, if I had stock, I probably would have cooked it in stock. I didn't really add any spices. I just did a little splash of olive oil and salt just because I wanted to actually taste what this tastes like on its own. It's not normally how I would cook something like this, but you know, I want to give it a shot because I've never tried it before. It reminds me, the smell reminds me more of quinoa, a little bit like grits, but more like quinoa. It's got like kind of a nutty smell to it. And I saw on the package that people also use it, they recommended also eating it for breakfast using milk instead of water or stock, and topping it with like chopped nuts. And I bet that's delicious. It's kind of got that like cream of wheat texture to it. So the flavor is really good. It reminds me of like a nutty couscous. The texture is kind of firm but grainy. It doesn't melt the way grits do. I mean, I'm sure if I had cooked it a little bit longer, it maybe would have, but it like holds its structure a little bit more. So it is almost a, I don't want to say sandy texture because it's not like abrasive or anything like that, but it is kind of grainy. You can taste all of these, or I guess feel all of these tiny little grains, which I don't dislike. Definitely more of a cream of wheat texture than like, or more of a grits texture than like cream of wheat, at least the way that I've, you know, usually prepared it. So easy to make. Super flavorful with seriously just some olive oil and salt, and this is delicious just on its own. It's got this like really rich, nutty flavor to it. This is awesome, and it was super cool to get to try something that I've never heard of before. Okay, so my final thoughts on Thrive Market. Would I order from them again? Probably not. I was really turned off by how much of a struggle it was to just get to the stage where I could like browse what they had. I liked, I want to say 3 out of 5 of the thing, no, 4 out of 6 of the things that I got from them. Wasn't a huge fan of the chocolate covered almonds or the Poppi soda, which is not their brand, so I can't really fault them for that. I do think that if you do buy those brands regularly, and you know you're gonna be replenishing them every month or less, I would say, it could be worth it. You could save some money. Their prices aren't that much cheaper than what I've seen in stores. I costed a couple things out that I regularly buy, and Bonza pasta, for example. I usually keep a couple boxes of that in the pantry. We'll buy it in the store, or I'll even get it on Amazon. In the store, it's a little more expensive, but Amazon, you can sometimes get like the bulk pack of, you know, like 6 boxes of pasta or whatever. And getting it from Thrive Market ended up being, it was something like 10 to 13 cents less per box, which is definitely not nothing, but you need to be ordering enough of this stuff regularly enough to offset the membership fee. Because it does cost, if you pay the yearly fee, it breaks down to about $5 a month, which isn't crazy. If you pay monthly, which is what I did, it's about $12 a month. So you have to order enough stuff so that those little 13-cent, you know, increments start to add up. I also didn't love that it was $20 extra to get frozen food from them. Again, like if you're ordering in bulk, maybe. For me, it just wasn't, it didn't really make a lot of sense. I do like that they carry a lot of those brands that I like, you know, like stuff that you'll see in places like Whole Foods or Sprouts. They have like the hip peas, snacks that I like. They sell Annie's mac and cheese. They sell Bonza pasta, like I said, Bob's Red Mill, Kodiak cakes, a lot of like the big brands that I really like, that I'm sure other people really like, even the Poppi soda. And then some of their own branded stuff I did really like the plantain chips were really good. Like I said, I wasn't a huge fan of the chocolate covered almonds. I ate a bunch of them anyway because they're chocolate and I'm not gonna throw them out. I'm definitely gonna eat them. They were just like a little too sweet for me, not my favorite. But I guess that's kind of, if I was gonna go to any grocery store and buy their like generic, you know, chocolate covered almonds or whatever, it's kind of the gamble that you take. But yeah, it's not for me. I was really turned off by some of their business practices. I feel like they've got, you know, a decent, you know, they sell good products. They sell things that people want. They offer a service that I could see being very useful for some people. And it felt like they were trying to like trick people into signing up for a membership and staying with them, which just kind of turned me off. It's not necessary. Like if you've got a good product, just sell your product. Let people browse your product without having to enter credit card information. I think that was super weird. I think that was like the biggest thing. How hard is it to just let me see what you got before I decide if I want to buy stuff from you. If you do order a lot of those brands and you get them regularly, like I said, then it's worth it. But if you're not gonna be loading up on those like pantry staples every month, then I would say it's probably not worth it to order from them.